Hello, welcome to Chris's Beer Reviews. How are you? Hope you're doing really well. So it's time for a beer review, and it's a perfect draft beer review. And the one we're looking at today is Ghost Ship. So I've had it in the keg a little while, in the machine a little while, and it's getting towards the end. So I need to review it really and tell you what I think of Ghost Ship on the PD. I do enjoy a Ghost Ship beer. Always like Ghost Ship. I've had it on casks in pubs, and it's always been a decent beer. So when it came out on the PD, I was quite excited to see that. So let's crack on. As you can see, we're pouring, and there it is in the glass. Nice head, quite kind of almost got a creamy look to it. Not too big of bubbles in the head. In the glass, there it is. Typical kind of Ghost Ship colour, kind of golden in colour. Not a huge amount of carbonation going on in there. It is also getting towards the end of the keg as well, but it looks decent. Let's go for all the aromas. Let's have a sniff. And yeah, it's just Ghost Ship. You know, it's as simple as that. It's Ghost Ship. Grapefruit on the aroma. Generally what you get on the taste as well. Slight maltiness to the aroma. It's not huge, it's not bursting, but it's Ghost Ship. As soon as you sniff it, you just know it's Ghost Ship. Well, let's crack on and taste it. Cheers. To start with, when I first started drinking this out the keg, I was actually a little bit disappointed. I thought it was going to be a bit more elevated coming out of a keg rather than in a can or a bottle. But as time's gone on, as the keg's gone down, I've kind of warmed to it a bit more. In its simplest terms, it's 4.5% ABV. It's a good sessionable beer, and it's a sessionable beer. I've said this before. Well, you don't need to think about it. It's a beer to have when you're having a session. You've got friends around, and you want a few beers to drink, and you're not really that fussed about what you're drinking. You just want something that's okay and decent, and that's what it is. It's just a good sessionable beer. It's not going to blow you away, and in terms of flavour and kind of depth of flavour, it's a nicely balanced beer, and it's just a session beer. That's what Ghost Ship is. It's just straightforward session beer with your mates, having a good time. And that's how I got through a bit the keg. I had Paul from Paul's Beer Reviews. He was round the other day, and we drank a few out of there, and we just had a good old laugh. And you're not really thinking about your beer, you're just enjoying a beer with friends. So on the taste, yes, you've got that grapefruit bitterness. Kind of starts a bit sweet, then it moves into that grapefruit bitterness, finishes gently bitter, and there's just a nice malt bill that runs through all of that as well. It's well balanced. It's not a bad beer at all. Would I buy it again? There's a question. If I was having a bit of a do at my house, I probably would, because it's just a session beer, and I'd let people smash through the keg because it is a good session beer. But then there's lots of good lagers on the PD that are just equally as sessionable. But if you want something with that little bit more of a citrusy flavour, and that's what you get with it. You get that grapefruit citrus up front, you get that malt bill, and it finishes with a nice little kind of pithy grapefruit bitterness on the back. All round, it's all right. I was disappointed when I first had it in there, but it's grown on me. It's just a great all-rounder. Good easy drinking session beer. There you go. Ghost Ship, PD. I'm out of it. I'm done. See you later.